Okay, I think we stopped. We discussed about speed, we discussed about uniform motion, and we discussed about non-uniform motion. We'll take a little bit more dive into speed, and after that we'll be saying speed bye-bye for grade 9. सब लोग मैं टी-शर्ट को देखते रहते हैं. Just don't. I love cartoons. Okay, so when we study speed in grade 9 physics, speed is studied as the ratio of distance over time. Okay, so from here pay attention because numericals will come up now. Distance over time, and the SI unit of distance is meter, the SI unit of time is second, so we represent it as meters per second, or we can also represent it as ms minus 1, right? Then some conversions we saw that a kilometer an hour, 1 kilometer per hour is equal to how much? 5 by 18. Always remember this, meters per second, right? And speed, since the parent is scalar, so speed itself is also a scalar unit, right? Now when we study speed, we study two more parameters. One is known as average speed and the other is known as instantaneous speed. These things you will study again in grade 11. Same things, average speed and instantaneous speed. Average means, as the word says, it's an average. Ek tarah ka, it's a type of a mean. So the average speed is given by the workout says total distance traveled, TTD, total distance traveled, okay, by total time taken, right? Total distance traveled by total time taken. Now let's try to understand this parameter, okay? Total distance traveled by total time taken. Now I'll give you a live, what do you call, real life example. Like I drive a lot to Mumbai, okay? So say from Hyderabad to Mumbai, when I go to my in-laws place or something, it's around say 700 kilometers, okay? So how much distance am I traveling? 700 kilometers. And say I started at say morning 5 o'clock and say I reached at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. So how much time did I take? 7 hours. So as per formula, what should be my average speed? 700 divided by how much? 7, which is 100 kilometers per hour. Now, when we say 100 kilometers per hour, we don't see that much because all of us travel on 100 kilometers per hour on the ORR because the ORR is designed to take up to how much? 120. But there's a small issue. If I go and tell any senior person out there, when did you start from Hyderabad? I said, I started at 5 in the morning and it's 12. You're already in Bombay. Then I said that my average speed is only 100, which is what? No. Do you think I have not stopped for refueling? Yes. Do you think I must have stopped for refreshing, bio breaks, tolls, so many other things, eating? Despite all those things, I still reached in 7 hours. So do you understand what I must have done in between? I must have really driven very rash. My speed must have gone up a lot. It's an average. Your average marks in the exam 95 does not mean in every paper you scored 95. Some paper, if you have scored 90, you must have scored 100 in the other paper to balance it up. Are you getting the point? So average distance does not tell us how you traveled. But it gives me a good idea that if somebody says that in 7 hours you have reached and you have maintained an average speed of 100. Average speed 100 means there were many times when your car was absolutely at rest. 30 minutes to aapko breakfast karne lagega. Still you maintain 100 means there were many zones where you speeded much beyond 130, 140 also. Are you getting it? To maintain that 100 speed. So when we get problems out here, an average speed is always calculated by the total distance traveled by the total time taken. It just tells you what is the average you maintained. Then comes something called instantaneous speed. The word has a word called instance. It means speed at a particular time, particular instant of time. Say, what was your speed at HHMMSS on a DDMMYY? Did you understand what I've tried to write? Yeah, that is how you are ticketed on highway. When the police tickets you, the police will catch a frame of you. At that frame, you will say, "कहाँ से रहा तो नीचे चला रहा भाई साहब photo में आ गया है." They'll tell you that in the photo it is shown that on this day, at this time, if the prescribed speed was 50, you were how much? 60. But by the time he stops you, you say, "No, no, I didn't." But he'll show you the frame. So does the police fine you on this? No, the police always fines you on this. Second, the speedometer in your car. What does the speedometer in your car show? Instantaneous speed. It doesn't show you average speed. Because every time you look at the speedometer, you should look at the watch that at this time, at this instant of time, what was my speed? Are you understanding? Instantaneous speed is speed at a particular moment of time. Average speed is average speed over the entire duration of travel. And average speed formula is TDT divided by TTT. Total distance traveled divided by total time taken. Is this concept clear? Right? Because after this we'll do some problems and then we'll say bye-bye to two quantities. Speed bye-bye, distance bye-bye. After that, new quantities will come. Anyone has a doubt? Ekash, last day I'm saying this camera on and camera off. Yes, I don't know what your generation, what problem. You start a computer, the camera is on. After that, why do you have to fiddle that? The computer, the camera is a window to see the. Camera off, camera on, blur screen. Yeah, what all things you all have in life here? Okay, shall we? So let's pick up some problems on average speed. Average speed. Okay, let's try. Any questions, anyone? One formula that you got, average speed is equal to total distance traveled by total time taken, and this is also something that you will need. Okay, let's start. You might be knowing her. You know Piyusha? She's in Chirek. Piyusha, you know? Tower. She goes to Chirek. Okay, we have a scooterist. So, nice scooterist. A ponytail should also be there. Beti bachao, beti padhao. We have a scooterist, and this scooterist actually covers 3 kilometers. Okay, you all will do this problem. 3 kilometers in 5 minutes. Now these type of problems you'll get a lot. 3 kilometers in 5 minutes. You need to tell her speed to me. You need to tell her speed to me in 3 different units. That is, what is the speed in centimeter per second? What is the speed in meters per second? And what is the speed in kilometers per hour? How will you do? We'll do it together. Don't worry. Okay. So this problem is all about interchangeability of units. Okay. Shall we? Yeah. 1 meter cloth if you buy to stitch a suit, how many centimeters did you buy? 100 centimeters. Yes or no? How many kilometers did you buy? 1 by 1000. So let's start. Number one, we have to convert. Basically, in number one, our conversion is what? Kilometer per minute has to be converted to what? Centimeters per second. Very easy, as long as you know how to convert. Right. So let's see. You have 1 kilometer per minute. Let's convert 1 kilometer to centimeter. A kilometer is 1 into 1000 what? Meters. Agreed? And every meter is how many centimeters? Another 100. Did you understand this? Ye dekhna. 1 kilometer is 1000 meters. Every meter is 100 centimeter. Did you understand this? 1 kilometer. Okay, see, 1 kilometer is what? 1 kilo into 1 meter. Or should I write it? Kilo means, you know, K means 1,000. Don't you say, what was your watch? How much does his watch cost? 2K. 2K means 2,000. 1 kilometer. So you can just write it as 1,000 meter. Agreed? Every meter is how many centimeters? 100. You have to be very clear with these. 1,000 into 1 meter. I can write this like this. Now split up this 1 meter. 1,000 into 100 centimeter. क्या problem हो रहा है आद्या बोलो? Still you are unable to digest it. Your face is not accepting it. Tell me, I'm here to teach you. Don't worry. अरे पहले तो तुम ये कविता सीखोगे. मिली, सेंटी, डेसी, ग्राम, मीटर, लीटर, किलो, हेक्टर, no, sorry, डेका, हेक्टर, किलो. Always remember this rhyme. मिली, सेंटी, डेसीग्राम, डेका, हेका, किलो. मारो बोल देना कुछ एक ताकि rhyme बन जाए. Everything is a 10 difference from here. 10 of a millimeters makes 1 centimeters. 10 of a centimeters makes 1 decimeters. 10 of a decigram makes 1 gram. 10 decimeter makes a meter. 10 deciliters makes 1 liter. Then 10 from here will make 1 deca. 10 from here will make hectare. 10 from here will make kilo. Now where are you going? You're going from meter to kilo. 10, 10, 10, 1,000. Meter to hectare, 100. Meter to deca, 10. Now look here, centimeter to meter, 10, 10, okay, 10, 10. So another 100. 100 centimeters makes 1 meter. 1,000 meters makes 1 kilometer. If you look back at our problem, we are supposed to come from kilometer to centimeter. So kilometer got broken to meter, then meter got broken to centimeter, right? And niche, we have to convert minutes into seconds. So, right. So this is 1 minute. A minute is 60 seconds. This is the conversion factor. So now your answer is getting reported in centimeter per second. But the person was going at how much? The person was going at 3 kilometers. See, 3 kilometers per minute. This is 1 kilometer. This is a standard conversion. In our problem, the lady is going at 3 kilometers in 5 minutes. 3 kilometers in 5 minutes. So her speed is 3 kilometers in 5 minutes. So how do we convert her? 3 kilometers means 3,000 centimeters. Each meter is 100 centimeters. 5 minutes. Each minute is 60 seconds. Now my answer will be reported in centimeter per second. So I'll do the katakatis, tick tick, and then what? 5, you can say 2s are 10, right? Split this up, 2, 3s are 6, agreed? And 3 will take this away as 1,000. So her speed is 1,000 cm per second. Have you understood or not? All of you? Can we try the next one? The next one is reporting the speed now in, reporting the speed in what? Meter per second. We have to report the speed in meter per second. Shall we? Chalo, let's report the speed in meter per second. So you can actually start from here also. The second is already there. Rather than starting from here, you can start. What is her speed? Her speed is 1,000 centimeter per second. We need to report it in what? Meters per second. Now tell me 1,000 centimeters. 1,000 centimeter per second. So already we have a second out here. No issues. Only the top has to be converted. Every centimeters to meters means divide by 100. So 1,000 divided by 100. How much is it? So this becomes meters now. 10 meters per second. Array in 1 second she is going 1,000 centimeters. means how many meters? 10 meters. 1 meter cloth has how many centimeters? You know 1 meter? You want to go to the tailor shop, that black danda which you see, Reed and Taylor, suitings and shirtings. That black danda is 1 meter. Approximately 1 meter is this. One side to your shoulder. This is 1 meter roughly. So 1 meter means 100 centimeters. 2 meters means 200. 3 meters. This is 1000. That means 10 meters. Right? And finally, we have to convert 10 meters per second to kilometers per hour. This is just the reverse. How will you do it? Just multiply it by 18 by 5 instead of doing 5 by 18. Or else if you want to do it the tough way, we can do it the tough way also. No issues. We'll get the same answer. So let's do it by 18 by 5. So 10 meters per second is equal to 18 by 5 into. So we can straight away multiply 18 by 5 into 10. So this will give me in kilometer per hour. Okay. So how much is the answer? It becomes 2. So it becomes 36 kilometer per hour. But we can actually convert it also. This you understood. If that was 5 by 18, this will be 18 by 5. But say you say that no sir, I'm not satisfied. You show me. So let's do 10 meters per second has to be now converted to what? Kilometers per hour. So 10 meters. 10 meters by 1000 if I do, this has become kilometer now. Right? And 1 second. 1 by 3600 if I do, it becomes hour. Acha, if you have not understood this, 1 hour has got 60 minutes. Each minute has how many seconds? 60 seconds. So 1 hour is 3600 seconds. 1 hour is 3600 seconds. So 1 second will be what? 1 by 3600. Now we will apply our rational number knowledge. Ma'am said 10 by 1000 divided by 1 by 3600. Else Rishika will tell me, sir, how did you get it? So let's do it again. 10 by 1000 multiplied by 3600 by 1. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 means 36. And if you study physics in grade 11 and you go for engineering and all, the first mistake children make, even when I used to go for what do you call campus interview or interviews, my only thing of pestering the guys who come for interview is, this is my favorite thing. Just pester them. I have got people on job interviews who have even fumbled that tea question when I said, when you're on fever with 102, why is your mom not making the tea on your forehead? Passed out engineering students have also fumbled on those questions. मुझे तो मजा आता है. I don't ask any other subject. ये सब clear होना चाहिए पूरा. बोलो बेटा. कौन सा नहीं समझे हो? The whole thing. Should we do the whole thing once again? No issues. But you should not move with, I'm very happy. This is what I want. Don't move with slight infection also. It will create septic for you. What was the question? What was our ma'am's speed? No, she was going in how much? Yeah, every one of you speak and it sounds like Mandarin to me. 3 kilometers in 5 minutes. Okay. Rishika, 3 kilometers in 5 minutes. Agreed? That means if I want to say her speed now, it is 3 by 5 kilometer per minute. This is the speed. But this is a very utpatang, on a kilometer measured in minute. You don't get a speedometer like this, kilometer in minute. So we now need to convert her. We now need to convert it, number one, into what? Centimeters per second. This whole data has to be converted to centimeters per second. Kilometer per hour. Then we'll convert from here, kilometer per hour. The data will be different. Ready? Chalo. Kilometer per hour from here. So how much is the speed right now? 3 kilometer every 5 minutes. I have to convert it into, so kilometer is already kilometer, so nothing to be done, beta. Isko to aise hi rakh diya. Don't see the book, because in the book we converted from centimeter per second we came. We'll come that also. We'll do everything. We'll make rat into a man, man into rat, rat to amoeba, amoeba to Rishika, Rishika to protozoa. Everything is possible here. So dekhte rehta hai. Now 5 minute has to be converted to hour. 5 minute means 5. If I divide by 60, don't you think it has become hour? Why divide? Okay. 1 hour, 60 minute. Agreed? 60 minute, 1 hour, 1 minute, 1 by 60 hour, 5 minute, 5 by 60 hour. Multiply, you have to first, this is maths, you can't just choose what comes to your mind. 60 minutes is 1 hour. So 1 minute is how much? 1 by 60. I think she should be taught. तुम लोग दोनों ना क्या करते हो? So, okay, Rishika, for you, the British way of study, 60 minutes is 1 hour. 60 minutes is 1 hour. I want to make this as 1 minute. I want to make this as 1 minute. So what do? Daddy, divide this by 60 and divide this by 60. Right? I get a minute out here, and that's 1 upon 60 hour. Daddy Pig is showing George how to make minutes to hour. Is this understood? And now my clock says, I'm going to multiply this with 5. And I'm going to multiply this with 5. So 5 minutes makes it 5 by 60 hour. Is this understood? Right? Have you understood now? 5 minutes is 5 by 60. So I've converted 5 minutes. And what I was interested to get was kilometer by hour. Let's solve this better. So let me keep my kilometer by hour on one side and solve this tamjam. This is 3 divided by 5 by 60. Can this not be written as 3 into 60 by 5? Right? 5, 12 times is 60. 12, 3 is 36 kilometer per hour. Anything else you want to understand in this? The previous one? No, that centimeter per second. You want that also? We can do that also. How much did we get? Tell me. अरे तुम क्यों घबरा रहे हो? तुमने गलती थोड़ी किया, गलती तो वो किया है. Okay, we got how much? 10 meters per second. Now we'll convert 10 meters per second. Come. Let's convert. 10 meter per second has to be converted to kilometer per hour. So meter to kilometer. 10 meter means 10 upon 1000. Did you understand this? Kilometer is a bigger unit. 1 kilometer is 1000 meters. So 1 meter is 1 by 1000 kilometer. And this second has to be converted to hour. 1 hour, 3600. So 1 second is 1 by 3600. Now keep your kilometer per hour very precious. So this becomes 10 by 1000 into 3600 by 1. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. 36 kilometers. Don't write HR. There are some things, children, which you at grade 9 you are new, so you'll make this mistake. You will write meters per second. Wrong milega aapko. You will write kilometer per hour. This is also wrong. You will write kilometer per hour. This is also wrong. K is a suffix. The K is always in lower case. The M is in lower case. The H is in lower case. Any doubt you can still ask. ठीक है, चले आगे. क्या हो गया? सब सांप सूंघ गया पूरा एकदम. You all have become silent, like as if. Yeah, sure. You all have become so silent. So next problem. And it's not about scolding anyone. Please enjoy as you learn. Okay, so we have got a problem of 2 trains, okay? We have a train A. Now look at this problem. You have a train and this is train A. Train A, And train A traveled a distance of 120 kilometers. This has traveled 120 kilometers, taking a time of 3 hours. Right? And there is another train, train B. And train B has traveled 180 kilometers in 4 hours. Our question is, between these two trains, who traveled faster? Who traveled faster? Right? One has traveled 120 kilometers in 3 hours. One has traveled 180 kilometers in 4 hours. You have to find the average speed to find who has traveled faster. Very good. Or else you can find the speed straight away. But you have to make everything in what you call same units. First of all, when such a problem comes, always check whether the units are same or not. I gave you $5. I gave her 6,000 cents. So it's not a right unit of comparison. So first see, are both in kilometer per hour? Yes, both are in kilometer per hour. Find the average speed now. Can you? Total distance traveled, the first average speed will be how much? 120 divided by 3. So that's 40. And the second one will be 4416, 220, 4520. The second one will be 45 kilometer per hour. So this train is going faster. Did you understand, all of you? Look at the first train. Find out what is the average speed here. The average speed is total distance traveled. How much distance did it travel? 120 kilometer divided by total time taken, 3 hours, which is equal to how much? 40 kilometer per hour. And see what is the average speed of this one. How much is it? 180 divided by 4. So that's 416, 220, 4520. So this is 45 kilometer per hour. So this train has traveled faster. Clear? ऐसा problem कोई देगा नहीं आपको वैसे. These are very halwa problems. Can I go ahead? Sir, able to understand? Sia? I thought more girls in the class will be more disciplined. My assumption itself is going wrong. Okay, one more question, which shows boys are more shant. Okay, we have a car. Look at this problem. We have a car, and this car travels at a uniform speed. What does uniform speed mean? Equal distances in equal intervals of time, right? Uniform speed, and that uniform speed is 40 kilometer per hour. Means this car is going. There's no. Is it 40 kilometer per hour? Okay. And at this, the car has traveled 30 kilometers. No. There is a journey he is making. This car is making a journey. In this journey, the first 30 kilometers, he is maintaining this particular speed. Have you understood? The car is on a journey. The first part of the journey is 30 kilometers. For the first 30 kilometers, the car is maintaining 40 kilometer per hour speed. Clear? And then, for the next 30 kilometers, this is the next stretch of 30 kilometers. The car is maintaining a speed of 20 kilometers per hour. They have asked you to find out what is the average speed. I'm correct. They have asked you to find out what is the average speed. First of all, don't try to fit any formula. Fitting formulas will not give you answers in physics. Understand the story. Overall, the car is making a journey of how much? 60 kilometers. The 60 kilometer journey is split into two stretches. The first stretch is of how much? 30 kilometers. In this 30 kilometers, the car is traveling at a speed of 40 kilometers per hour. Now ask yourself, what does this mean? What is 40 kilometers per hour? It means to cover 40 kilometers, I will need 1 hour. That is 40 kilometers per hour. And on the next stretch, the car is slowing down 20 kilometers per hour. Means in every hour, the car will cover how much? 20 kilometers only. We have to find what is the average speed of the car. So average speed, if you go by the formula, what is the average speed? Total distance traveled divided by total time taken. This data is already with you, which is 60 kilometers. You don't have this thing, which is the total time. So our problem now boils down that for this stretch, let it take some time t1, and for this stretch, let it take some time t2. What is the total time? t1 plus t2. Let's first calculate t1. How will you calculate t1? Remember your grade 6 formula. Distance is always speed into time. That means time should be equal to distance upon speed. What is your distance? 30. What is your speed? 40. While doing so, don't just blindly do 30 by 40. First check. First check whether the units are same or not. Wait, Rishika, abhi likho mat, abhi sirf mujhe dekho. What are you trying to find out? Time. Is your expression correct or not? Okay, what was the unit of 30? Kilometers. What is the unit of 40? Kilometer per hour. Means you are, kilometer is being divided by kilometer per hour. Do you agree? That means it is something like kilometer being multiplied by r by kilometer. Agreed? Kilometer cancel. I am getting r, which is a unit of time. My calculation is correct. So let's just find it out and keep it in fractions. So my time taken is 3 by 4 hours. 3/4 of an hour. Okay? This is the time t1. Agreed? Let's now find the time t2 for this stretch. T2. So t2 will be again distance upon speed. Pakka? What is your distance? 30 divided by 20. So this will be in hour. So this is 3 by 2 hour. Now what is your total time? Let's find out what is our total time. Total time is 3 by 4 plus 3 by 2. If you take the LCM, it will be 4. Never get into fractions. The more you get into fractions, you're making your life miserable. Remember that. 4. So this is 3 and this is 6. So this is 9 by 4 R. I think now we have all the ingredients ready to cook this dish. Okay? Clear? Ab isko dalo. What is the total distance traveled? 60. Divided by total time taken. What is the total time? Divided by 9 by 4. Now let us see. What are you trying to find out? Speed. What is the unit of speed? Meter per second, but in this problem we'll get it in kilometer per hour. So let's check whether we are correct or not. This is total distance, that is kilometer. This is R. Yes, it's coming right. We are getting kilometer per hour. Now just solve this. 60 multiplied by 4 divided by 9. 60 divided by 9 by 4. So let's do it. 3, 3, 9. This is how much? 3, 2, 6 and 0. So how much do you get? 80 divided by 3. Let's divide 80 by 3. Will this decimal terminate? No. No. Because this decimal cannot be expressed as 2 to the power 5 into 2 to the power m into 5 to the power n. You have got a 3 here. And 3 can never divide 8. Here you are using your mathematics again. This decimal will never terminate. So let's do 3 to 6. And then you get a 20. So 3, 6, 18. Again 220. So 26.66. And it goes on 66. So in physics, we'll take it as 26.67 kilometer per hour. I hope you know that. If the third place is 6 or more than 6. Next problem is even more interesting. On uniform speed. Then not non-uniform speed, I mean average speed, sorry. Problems are on average speed. Okay, next problem, the way we will do it first, you will be doing it in the hard way, and then you will see that there is a much more smarter way of doing this problem, which you will not realize initially. So let me write the problem, okay. There is a 120-kilometer track. So this track is how much long? 120 kilometers long. So this is a 120-kilometer long track. Fine. It says that a 120-kilometer long track, a train travels first 30 kilometers. So let's peg this at 30 kilometers. So how much should be the balance one? How much should be the balance track? 90 kilometers. Because overall, how much is it? 120 kilometers. Right. Right. A train travels the first 30 kilometers at a uniform speed. Here, the speed that the train is maintaining is 30 kilometers per hour. Right? Now, how fast should the train travel? That means you don't know the speed out here. How fast should the train travel for the next 90 kilometers so that for the entire journey, the train maintains 60 kilometers per hour as its average speed? Very interesting problem. It's just like say you have got two sets of examination. The first examination or the first term examination scores are with you. You want to maintain an overall percentage of this. How much should you score in the second term so that your overall percentage is this? ये problem हमें करना है. So they have given you what is the average speed. What is the average speed you have to maintain? 60 kilometers. So let's just go by our formula method. If we look at the average speed formula, it tells me the total distance traveled, which is 120 kilometers, divided by the total time. Total time. You know the average speed. What is the average speed? The average speed is 60 kilometers per hour. This you want to maintain. So we can write it like this. The average speed is 60 kilometers per hour. This should be equal to 120 kilometers by some TR. This T we don't know. This T we don't know. But now we can find out. Now how to do your calculation? Look, 0 takes away 0 and 6, 2 times is 12 and R takes away R. Okay, kilometer per hour, 120 kilometers and R, yeah. So T hours. So kilometers takes away kilometers. So our T is 2R. Overall journey should take how much? 2 hours. Have you understood this much? मैं फिर से समझाऊं. You want to? अरे कुछ तो बोलो. Tell me. Did you understand the problem first? What is the problem? There's a stretch of journey which is how much? 120 kilometers. The stretch of journey is covered in 2 approaches. For the first 30 kilometers, you maintain a speed of 30 kilometers per hour. For the next 90 kilometers, you don't know what speed you are maintaining. But this is like that rally problem. The navigator has to maintain such a speed that for the overall journey, the average speed should be how much? 60 kilometers per hour. Agreed? Shall we? So what is average speed equal to? What is average speed equal to? Average speed is equal to total distance traveled. How much of the distance you have traveled? 120. Total time taken. You don't know what is the total time taken. आपको तो पता नहीं है ना. You just spent 1 hour till here. You don't know what is the time out here. We don't know. But this thing, this 120 by T must be equal to 60. Agreed? This is also in kilometer. This is kilometer per hour and this is kilometer. Right? This is kilometer per hour and this is only in kilometer. So let's see whether we are going to get T in terms of hour or not. Kilometer strikes out kilometer. 0 strikes out 0. 6 takes away 12 as 2. I take T this side, so it becomes T, and I take H this side, which is equal to 2R. T is equal to 2 hours. So the entire journey is 2 hours. Actually, at this stage, you should drop the problem. Everything we have solved. ये जो रैन जो कैलकुलेशन कर रहा है ना, करने की जरूरत नहीं है. ये जो 2 hours आ गया, you have actually solved the problem. But children will then still solve how much speed you should maintain. You want to do it that way? That's an idiot way. So let's see. How much time did you take from here to here? Tell me. 30 kilometers per hour means in 1 hour you will go 30 kilometers. So how much time you took? 1 hour. Your total journey time is, so how much time is left? 1 hour is left for you. So in 1 hour you have to cover how much? So what speed should you maintain? Bus 90 kilometers per hour. As simple as that. 2 hours. 2 hours mein first 1 hour you were very relaxing. You traveled like a kachua, tortoise, and you covered how much? 30 kilometers. Now you are left with 90 kilometers and you are left with only 1 hour. So the accelerator has to be pressed and you should maintain how much? 90 kilometers. But we can still find out the speed by doing this also. So how we know the total distance is how much? 2 hours. So this time is T1, this time is T2. This is idiot way of doing, but we'll do and show you. So we know T1 if added with T2 should give me 2 hours. Agreed? Can we find out what is T1? Can we find out what is T1? T1 will be equal to the distance D1 divided by the speed S1. Distance D1 divided by speed. What is the distance? 30 kilometer divided by 30 kilometer per hour, which will become hour by kilometer. Kilometer cancel. 30 cancel, means T1 is equal to 1 kilometer. Sorry, T1 is equal to 1 hour. 1 hour. Agreed? If T1 is 1 hour, T1 is 1 hour, then what is the value of T2? 1. So we have got this as 1 hour. Now we need speed. So what is the formula for speed? Distance upon time. How much is the distance? How much is the time? समझ में आया? Very good. So today I'll upload a questionnaire, maybe of some questions which will have questions on speed, average speed,